What if a single missile could evade every defense system on Earth and hit its target before you even realized it was coming? What if a drone swarm could overwhelm billion-dollar warships? Or an underwater robot could silently disable entire fleets? Could China's latest hypersonic weapons, stealth drones, and laser systems shift the global military balance? This isn't science fiction. These are actual weapons, and they're here today. During a military parade that stunned the world, China unveiled the YJ-19 Hypersonic Missile, an advanced weapon capable of reaching Mach 8 and targeting U.S. aircraft carriers from thousands of miles away. It was a public display intended not only for Chinese citizens, but also for international rivals. The message was clear. China's defense capabilities have entered a new era. The stakes are incredibly high. For decades, Western military power depended on naval strength, especially carrier strike groups. However, new Chinese weapons, such as the AJX-002 autonomous submarine, the DF-5C Intercontinental Missile, and the LY-1 directed energy laser, pose a significant challenge to that advantage. In the next 10 minutes, we'll break down 5 revolutionary systems, China's latest military weapons transforming modern warfare. We'll analyze how these new Chinese weapons fit into Beijing's broader strategy of military modernization, explore what they mean for global security, and ask the critical question, are we on the brink of a new arms race that could destabilize the world? Among China's high-tech weapons, the YJ-19 Hypersonic Missile is the most feared. Known as the carrier killer, it is built with one purpose: to prevent U.S. naval dominance in the Pacific. The YJ-19's scramjet propulsion allows it to reach speeds of up to Mach 8. Unlike typical cruise missiles, which travel along predictable paths, hypersonics maneuver unpredictably at extreme speeds, making interception nearly impossible. Its low-altitude final phase enables the missile to skim the ocean's surface, evading radars until the last moment. Range is another significant advantage. With an operational reach of over 2,000 kilometers, the YJ-19 can hit carriers long before U.S. planes even get close to China's coastline. In simulated war games, this missile has killed carrier groups by overwhelming them with multiple launches. Reports indicate that tests against carrier mock-ups confirmed highly accurate and destructive strikes. Why is this so crucial? Because carriers are not just ships. They symbolize U.S. global dominance. A single carrier strike group costs billions and functions as a floating airbase. If one missile, such as the YJ-19, can disable that power projection, the balance of power shifts significantly. China's strategy here is clear. Use advanced weapons to enforce anti-access/area denial, or A2/AD, in the South China Sea and beyond. The YJ-19 forces U.S. planners to reconsider deployment strategies, complicates defense logistics, and raises the cost of confrontation. From the skies to the seas, another Chinese weapon is changing the game. The AJX-002, an extra-large unmanned underwater vehicle, or XLUUV. At nearly 60 feet long, the AJX-002 looks like a giant torpedo, but it's more than just that. This autonomous platform can operate independently for weeks, carrying payloads ranging from mines to miniature torpedoes. Its AI-powered navigation helps it avoid detection, navigate through contested waters, and work with other units in swarm formations. Why does this matter? Submarines have always been stealthy predators in naval warfare. But the AJX-002 removes the most vulnerable part, the human crew. Without personnel on board, missions can become riskier, longer, and more aggressive. It can act as a self-propelled minefield, blocking vital sea lanes or launch torpedoes at high-value targets. The South China Sea, with its complex geography and disputed waters, offers an ideal setting for this technology. Imagine dozens of AJX-002s hidden and undetectable, ready to disable an enemy fleet. The psychological effect alone could cause adversaries to doubt every move they make. Western navies are developing their own XLUUVs, but China's quick rollout indicates it is serious about undersea dominance. By investing heavily in robotics, AI, and stealth, Beijing aims to control not just the surface, but also the depths. In modern naval warfare, that could be a decisive factor. If hypersonics and drones lead to regional conflicts, nuclear weapons still shape global power. Enter the DF-5C, China's newest upgrade to its Intercontinental Ballistic Missile fleet. The DF-5C is a liquid-fueled missile with an incredible range of up to 12,400 miles, powerful enough to hit any location in the world from Chinese territory. What makes it especially alarming is its multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles, or MIRVs. Each missile can carry as many as 10 nuclear warheads, each capable of targeting a different city. Traveling at speeds exceeding Mach 10, the DF-5C poses a significant challenge to missile defense systems. Although the U.S. keeps missile shields in Alaska and California, experts warn that MIRV technology could overwhelm these defenses simply by flooding them with too many targets. Beyond the technology, the DF-5C shows intention. For decades, China kept a small nuclear stockpile under a minimum deterrence policy. The introduction of weapons like the DF-5C signals a move toward expanding atomic capabilities, raising fears of a renewed strategic arms race. Even more concerning are reports of silo-mobile variants created to enhance survivability by making launch sites more difficult to detect. This mobility complicates preemptive strike planning and increases uncertainty in any conflict scenario. For global security, the implications are clear. With the DF-5C, China joins the U.S. and Russia in possessing a truly global nuclear strike capability. That shifts the balance of deterrence in unpredictable ways. While missiles and nukes grab headlines, drones are transforming everyday warfare. China's GJ-11, an AI-powered stealth drone, is among the most advanced platforms in the world. Unveiled publicly in 2019 but reportedly under development since 2013, the GJ-11 features a flying wing design similar to that of the US B-2 bomber. Its radar signature is minimal, making it hard to detect and track. However, what truly distinguishes it is its integration with artificial intelligence. The GJ-11 is designed as a loyal wingman, flying alongside manned jets such as the J-20 stealth fighter. It can carry out reconnaissance, jam enemy radars, intercept missiles, or even perform strikes, all while coordinating independently with its human partner. Carrier-capable variants are also under development, potentially enabling China to extend drone power well beyond its shores. In large quantities, GJ-11 drones could saturate enemy defenses, overwhelm sensors, and shift the outcome of air battles. Western analysts view this as part of China's broader move toward intelligentized warfare, using AI not just for individual weapons, but for integrated battle networks. With the GJ-11 feeding real-time data into China's command systems, every engagement becomes faster, more efficient, and more lethal. Lasers were once part of science fiction. Today, China operates prototypes like the LY, one-directed energy weapon. Mounted on turrets, the LY-1 delivers a focused energy beam capable of burning through drones, missiles, or aircraft sensors. Unlike conventional weapons, each shot costs only a small part of a missile, measured in dollars instead of millions. The versatility is striking. On land, the LY-1 can defend military bases from drone swarms. At sea, it could supplement shipboard defenses, providing a virtually unlimited magazine of low-cost intercepts. In space, some analysts warn it could be adapted to blind or disable satellites. Lasers are not flawless. Atmospheric conditions hinder their effectiveness, and producing high-power lasers is still challenging. However, the LY-1 marks an essential step in China's development of future warfare technologies. More importantly, it shows that China is keeping up with the U.S. in the race for directed energy dominance. In a future conflict, whoever deploys scalable, reliable lasers first could gain a critical defensive advantage. These weapons are not standalone projects. They are part of a broad strategy to turn China's military into a high-tech force. Under the Made in China 2025 initiative, Beijing has invested heavily in dual-use technologies, including artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and hypersonics. The aim is self-reliance, reducing reliance on foreign suppliers while encouraging domestic innovation. Parades demonstrate not just hardware, but also systems integration. The GJ-11's AI algorithms process data to support battle networks that work with hypersonic missiles, such as the YJ-19. The LY-1 sensors could supply targeting data for missile launches. This system of systems approach highlights China's focus on efficiency, coordination, and speed. Funding fuels this goal. China's defense budget, estimated at $186 billion for 2025, focuses on modernization efforts, particularly in the aerospace, cyber, and naval sectors. Collaborations with Russia offer limited technology transfer, but domestic R&D continues to drive progress. Critics highlight limitations. Some systems, such as the DF-5C, may still experience reliability issues, particularly during combat. Others question whether China's AI integration is battle-tested or vulnerable to cyber attacks. However, even skeptics acknowledge that China's progress is concerning. The worldwide impact of China's military modernization is significant. In the South China Sea and Taiwan Strait, weapons like the YJ-19 missile and AJX-002 submarine create a gray zone of intimidation. China can exert pressure without triggering full-scale war, complicating U.S. commitments to regional allies. On the nuclear front, the DF-5C and related systems, like the JL-3 submarine-launched missile challenge, U.S. extended deterrence, raising questions about America's ability to protect allies under its nuclear umbrella. This dynamic fuels calls in Washington for new hypersonic programs and nuclear modernization, escalating the arms race. Diplomatically, China's weapon parades are carefully choreographed. By inviting leaders like Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un, Beijing signals an emerging bloc of nations opposing Western dominance. This alignment could weaken existing alliances, such as AUKUS or NATO, leading to a more fragmented security environment. There are risks of miscalculation. AI-powered platforms like the GJ-11 might make quick decisions without human oversight. A software glitch or sensor misread could unintentionally escalate a conflict. Cybersecurity is also a concern. As weapons become more connected to networks, they become more vulnerable to hacking. Looking ahead, China's military path indicates an era of independence and cooperation. Expect more swarm technologies, whether underwater with AJX-002s or in the skies with GJ-11 drones. Expect laser weapons like the LY-1 to scale up, protecting satellites or disabling space assets. Expect hypersonics such as the YJ-19 to evolve into multi-role systems, blurring the lines between tactical and strategic weapons. The West is responding with U.S. initiatives, such as next-generation air dominance and the development of hypersonic technology. However, China's scale, speed, and centralized planning could allow it to surpass rivals in key areas. Ultimately, these advances highlight a shift toward multipolar military competition. Technology, not manpower, is becoming the key factor. This raises important questions. Are we entering an era where autonomous machines fight wars? Can arms control keep up with a world of AI, lasers, and hypersonics? Or are we headed toward a future of instability where accidents could cause a global catastrophe? China's newest military weapons, the YJ-19 hypersonic missile, AJX-002 underwater drone, DF-5C nuclear missile, GJ-11 stealth drone, and LY-1 laser weapon, are more than just machines. They serve as statements of intent and signals of a rising power challenging the established order. These defense advancements showcase not just technological progress, but also a strategic aim to alter the balance of power. For the world, the stakes are enormous. So, what's your opinion? Are China's high-tech weapons a vital deterrent in an unstable world, or a risky step toward a new arms race? If you found this analysis helpful, be sure to like the video, leave a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe for more detailed breakdowns of global defense and security. The future of warfare is being shaped today, and it's a story we all must understand.